Hey, little brother.
Hey.
Oh, Alex, I'm so sorry.
Well, thanks, but your grandma died too, you know?
Of course I know, I guess I don't know what else to say.
Well, she was awesome, wasn't she?
And she lived to be 97 for freaking out loud. It's not like the good Lord cheated her.
And she went peacefully too.
So, have you talked to Mom today?
Yeah, she's taking it all in stride. She's such an awesome lady.
Her mom is totally awesome. We're so freaking lucky.
Well, she had Grandma raising her, so that explains a lot, right?
Well, I don't know about that. You have met our Aunt Carol, haven't you?
Ugh, yeah. I didn't even think about her yet. Is that bad?
Well, she probably hasn't been thinking about us, so...
Well, why start now?
So I guess our cousins will be coming in from Tennessee.
Oh, geez, yeah. Gosh, how long has it been since we've seen them?
I don't know. It has to be at least 4 or 5 years, right? I guess ever since Grandpa's funeral.
Oh, yeah, when they wore the jeans that they bought from Walmart on the way up?
Well, hopefully they've graduated to Target by now.
So Mom's probably going to need help planning this thing, huh?
I don't know about that, actually. I think Grandma had a lot of stuff already planned out.
Oh, that was Grandma, always thinking ahead.
I'm going to miss her so much, but we did get a lot more time with her than most.
Well, yeah, with her living with us our entire childhood, I mean, we got pretty frickin' lucky in that regard.
Even though she had all that stuff planned, Mom's still going to need a lot of help. Dad's, well, he's not too good with logistics.
I'll say.
Well, I guess everyone's coming over to Mom and Dad's tonight.
Everybody, like who?
You know, family and friends and stuff, just as kind of a show of support.
But even Carol, too?
I don't know. I hardly doubt it, though.
What was it that Grandma called her while she was in hospice?
I believe that she opened her eyes and said, "Well, if it is an old duty head."
Wow, that's ice cold.
And Grandma was such a nice lady.
Well, maybe at that point she was just letting go.
This is weird, isn't it?
Yeah, we've never lost anybody this close to us before. I mean, I know she was old and we had time to prepare, but...
It's still a death, Alex. It's still a major loss. Just because someone's old doesn't mean it's any less sad.
I know. My mind is a little bit blown, I guess.
We'll get through it together, I promise.
The funeral or Aunt Carol?
Both. Hey, Mama. How are you doing? Oh, hey, Jenny. I guess I'm hanging in there. I'm still in a little bit of shock, to be honest. It's a strange feeling to have your mother gone. Honestly, I feel a little bad that it's going to happen to you someday. Oh, thanks for the reminder. Sorry, I'm just in a little bit of a morbid mood, I suppose. Mom, Alex and I were so lucky to have a grandma like her, and we were so lucky to have her live with us for so long. Well, I always felt like we were very fortunate to have her so close by for so long. How's Dad handling everything? I know he tends to hold things in. He's holding things in about your grandma, but not about your Aunt Carol. Oh no, is she already causing problems? Oh, honey, when is she not causing problems? It's just varying degrees of problems with her. It's a spectrum. She's on the spectrum of causing me problems. So what are the problems this time? Well, she wants the funeral to be on Saturday. In fact, she's insisting on it. The problem is that all of the funeral homes in town are, occupied, as they say. Well, then what are you supposed to do? Have the service in the backyard? We're simply going to have to do it Friday, but, of course, she doesn't want to do it in the morning. Also, she wants to have the viewing the night before. She wants a viewing? Is that what Grandma wanted? No, absolutely not, and I'm putting my foot down on that one. Your grandmother would never let anyone see her without her makeup on, much less her corpse. Well, her corpse would have makeup on. Nevertheless. So when are my, cousins coming into town? Tomorrow, I suppose. I hear Walmart is having a big sale on jeans and dress hoodies. How is it that one sibling can have so much class and the other can have zero class at all? I don't know, honey, but I'm glad that it didn't happen with my kids. My kids are all class. Aw, thanks, Mom. That's really nice of you to say. Seriously, you all are such good kids. Well, we were raised by great parents. I can't disagree with that. You know, I was very surprised to see Carol come to the house last night. And I was even more surprised that she didn't say something totally inappropriate. Give her time, dear. It's still early. So the funeral is on Friday, then? Yes, we compromised for 2 p.m. 2? How is that a compromise? If you'd been the one listening to her drone on about it for nearly 3 hours, you'd break 2, dear. Oh, hello, Jenny. Aunt Carol, hi. How are you doing? Well, my mother's dead, so how do you think I'm doing? Right, well, my grandma's dead, so I kind of understand. It's just not the same. You just don't understand. But I suppose you will someday, of course. Okay, well, I guess you are like Mom in some ways. What does that mean? Oh, nothing. It was just a joke. No, seriously, what does that mean? It's just that she said something kind of similar is all. Well, we are in mourning, after all. Of course, I'm a little bit more than her, probably. And why would that be? Well, your grandmother and I just had a bit closer of a relationship is all. Oh, really? Funny, I always thought that the opposite was true. Why, just because she lived with your family? You think that makes you all special? No, Carol, I don't. But it's just simply a fact that you and Grandma weren't very close. Well, don't you think it's a little bit rude still of your mom to not let me in on the planning of the funeral? What are you talking about? She's letting you in. You compromised on the time, remember? And actually, now that I think of it, you got to pick the flowers and the food, and what else? Those were arrangements I had with your grandmother. Yeah, well, so you say. Listen, have you heard your mother say anything else about the will? Carol, don't even start up with this. Seriously, there is no money. What do you mean? I'm not after any money. Yeah, sure you aren't. But it doesn't make any difference because Grandma had enough to cover the funeral and a few other things and not much else. That woman spent like there's no tomorrow, I swear. Or should I say gambled. Those ridiculous scratch-off tickets, I swear. Yeah, well, she enjoyed them. And you were the one who bought them for her all the time, weren't you? Is there anything else you need, Carol? I have some more mourning to do. Yes, I'll be coming over later to pick out my mother's outfit for the casket. Wait, I thought there wasn't going to be a viewing. Well, that's what your mother says, but we'll just see about that. But Grandma didn't want to be embalmed, Carol. Oh, please, what difference does it make to her now? Oh my God, Carol, what is wrong with you? Why do you insist on all of this stuff? What? Insist on what? Insist on you getting your way. I'm not trying to get my way. This is what Mother wanted. I told you we were very close. Lies, lies, lies. Oh, please, like you would know, Missy. Goodbye, Carol. I'll see you at the funeral, but not the viewing. Yeah, well, we'll just see about that.
Hey, Jen, what are you doing right now?
Absolutely, Jack. What about you?
I think we should get together and talk about this funeral. I don't know, plan a few things out.
Maybe that's a good idea. Mom doesn't really seem to be doing so well, does she?
No. Have you talked to her today?
A little bit earlier. God, Aunt Carol is such a... well, you know what.
Yeah, and I know what, and a few other things.
So what kind of planning do you think we should do? I mean, like, what kind of stuff? What did Grandma have planned herself?
Well, I guess Mom didn't mention this to you.
Mention what?
She didn't mention it to me either, actually. Dad did.
Mention to you what, Alex?
Well, Grandma's funeral wasn't as planned out as we thought.
What do you mean?
All the fundamentals are there, everything's paid for, but nothing was in writing about the viewing or embalming or all that.
Well, so what? That doesn't mean anything. It was Grandma's wish.
That's what Mom says. Carol's saying something different.
Well, so what? Carol's lying.
It's she said, I guess.
So what does this mean? It means that they are going to have the viewing then?
I don't know. I don't think so, but who knows? Maybe it's just a standoff now.
A standoff? So what are they going to do? Just leave her above ground?
Hey, how about a mausoleum? That would be kind of cool.
More like kind of creepy.
Put it on the record right now that I want to be in a mausoleum when I die.
Okay, but why is that?
Fear of being buried alive.
Really? You're afraid of being buried alive?
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea of this about you.
Well, I figure if I'm in a mausoleum, I can just bang on the door until someone lets me out, you know?
Anyhow, how long can they have a standoff? The funeral's Friday.
Well, then I guess not long. And let's hope the power doesn't go out at the morgue.
So what are we going to do about the funeral?
You mean about helping to plan it?
Helping to plan it? Helping to stop Carol? I don't know. Either one.
Well, with the former, I could take the music and you could take... I don't know what.
Okay, great.
And with the latter, well, your guess is as good as mine.
Hey, Mom, how are you holding up? I'm not so good, dear. Actually, I'm at the emergency room, to tell you the truth. Your father took me. What? What are you talking about? What's wrong? Why didn't you tell me? Because it's nothing, dear. It's just, well, it turned out to only be indigestion, but I thought I was having a heart attack or something. Indigestion? Is that what the ER doctor said? Yeah, it didn't make a lot of sense to me either. I mean, I've never had indigestion in my life. That's your father's territory. Are you sure that it wasn't something closer to a panic attack? A panic attack? Well, I've never had one of those either. Again, that's your father's territory. Well, all I'm saying is that with everything that's going on, I wouldn't be surprised to see you on your maiden voyage. My maiden voyage panic attack? Lovely, Jenny, thank you. So is this a bad time to talk then? No, I'm just sitting here, waiting for them to let me leave. You know how it goes. Where's Dad? I sent him home a while ago. You did? And he went? Well, what good is he here, just sitting around when there's really nothing wrong with me? I told him I'd call him when they were done with me, and he would come pick me up. Mom, there is something wrong with you, though. That came out wrong. I don't know, honey. I know you're right, of course you are. I'm just... First your grandmother starts to decline, then she goes. And I thought I was prepared, because of Grandpa, but I guess I really wasn't. I'm so sorry, Mom. Thanks, sweetie. But now, with your Aunt Carol being such a... you know what? Yes, exactly. It's making dealing with that all the more hard. Well, Mom, if it's any consolation, Alex and I have a few things planned. A few things planned? What does that mean? You know, just a few things planned for the funeral. I don't want you two starting any trouble with Carol now, do you understand? That's the last thing I need right now. No, Alex is going to pick out the music, and I'm going to make up the programs. Oh, honey, thank you so much. That would be such a huge help to me right now. You have absolutely no idea. Well, don't mention it, okay? Now you know that I'll be mentioning it for a long time to come, so just make peace with it. Yeah. But I don't know how Carol will handle all of that. You two control that stuff, I mean. Don't you worry about Aunt Carol any more. You just leave that up to us. What do you mean? What are you going to do? Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. So, Alex, what has your devious little mind come up with yet?
Well, okay. I do have an idea, but you aren't going to like it.
All right.
Well, I've looked at this in a number of ways, and the thing about Carol is she has no shame.
Well, yes, of course. That has been well documented over many instances in the past.
And also, she really will stop at nothing to get her way. If she's physically able to, she will get it. It's pathological.
You're right, she's insane, but what does this have to do with stopping her? Are you saying it's impossible?
Did you notice I said, if she's physically able?
What are you going to do? Whack Aunt Carol?
What? No! I'm just going to poison her drink.
Poison her drink? With what?
I don't know, put X-Lax in her coffee or something.
X-Lax? Seriously?
Hey, if she has to crap all day and all night, do you think she's really going to have the energy to fight Mom about anything?
She may not even have the energy to go to the funeral, Alex.
Oh gee, really? Well, even better then.
We can't do that, Alex.
All right, fine. Well, what else can we do then? It's not like we have that many options.
We could always just try convincing Mom to put her foot down like she said she would.
I love Mom, God bless her, but in the end, she'll crack. She always does.
I guess it's up to us then. How about we try bribing the funeral home guy?
Bribing him for what?
I don't know, to somehow say that Grandma was embalmed when she really wasn't. I mean, that was part of it, right? That she didn't want to be embalmed?
So you're suggesting they go ahead with the viewing, but no embalming?
On second thought.
How about we just call the bomb threat into the funeral home right before the ceremony?
No, that would ruin the whole thing, not to mention not solving one of our problems.
I got it!
What? What is it?
We lie.
We lie? To whom?
I don't know, we lie to Carol about something.
About what?
I don't know, you're a good liar, not me.
Oh, that is total BS and you know it.
See, exactly. I was lying.
Wait, She wants money.
What do you mean?
Carol was asking me about some will. She thinks that Grandma had all this money or something.
Oh, please.
I know, she's nuts, but how about we tell her that we found a stipulation in the will?
A stipulation saying what?
That there actually is money, but only if her funeral wishes are carried out exactly as she planned them.
But only an idiot would believe that.
Who do you think we're dealing with here, Alex? Ginny, what in the hell did you and your brother do? What? What do you mean? We haven't even done anything yet. Yet? Oh, nothing. We were going to go play air hockey later. Well, could you please explain to me why Alex decided to ask Carol out for coffee this morning? I have no idea, Mom. And at the same time, could you also explain why she is now in the hospital with what the doctors are describing as X-lax poisoning? Oh my God, he actually did it. He actually did what? Please explain all of this to me right now. I am beside myself. It wasn't my idea, first of all. You two are in your early 30s, for God's sake. I said it wasn't my idea. So what did he do exactly? He was hoping to weaken Carol enough so that she'd stop trying to boss us all around, basically. Oh, really? Yeah, it was a ridiculous plan and I told him it wouldn't work. Well, I have to say, though, it's still very sweet of him to be thinking of me like that. Oh, yeah? Well, I had some ideas of my own, you know. Look, Ginny, I don't care about your ideas. I'm sure they were equally stupid. You and your brother just need to stick to the music and programs. Let me handle the rest, okay? And how are you going to handle it? I don't know, okay? Carol is a formidable force. Why does she always have to get her way? I mean, it's almost like a sickness with her. It's like she always has to have the upper hand. Exactly, Ginny. She always does have to have the upper hand, no matter what. Ever since we were girls. You better keep her away from the programs and music, otherwise she'll take that over too. Well, I already have the programs printed, and Alex will have his little DJ booth set up in the back, so... His little DJ booth? He's bringing a booth? Well, it's not a booth, it's just a table with his laptop so he can control the songs and microphones and stuff. Microphones? I have to be holding a microphone the whole time? No, it's a clip-on. Clips right there on your lapel, cordless and everything. Oh, well, I suppose that will be okay. Seems like a lot, though. It gives him something to do, right? So who's doing the eulogy? Not Carol, right? Well, that will depend on if she can come now. Father Phil, for now. You mean it's really that bad? I guess an overdose on X-Lax can be very serious, so I guess Alex's mission was accomplished. Possibly. Well, hello there, Nace. Oh, hey, Carol, how are you feeling? A whole lot better, Virginia, a whole lot better. Well, that's great news. I'm really happy for you. Yes, well, I'm sure you were very worried, your brother especially. Sure, he was definitely worried. So, did you know that he asked me to go for coffee with him just a few hours prior to me falling ill? No, Carol, I hadn't heard that. Oh, cut the crap, Missy. You and I both know it wasn't that pimple-faced barista that poisoned my lavender latte. It was your brother. I honestly have zero idea what you're talking about, Carol. I think you must be confused. Alex was probably just being nice. Well, his niceness couldn't bring me down, honey. Nothing can. What do you mean? I mean, I'm coming to that stupid funeral. I'm on my way right now. I may be wearing a double-coated adult diaper, but damn it, I'm coming. But you won't make it. It starts in 10 minutes, Carol. Well, I guess you're just going to have to wait for me. And I want my microphone ready for me, too. It'll be going on immediately. Do you understand me? Going on? Just have it ready. I won't forget this, Jenny. You better believe I will never forget this. Fine.
Ginny, what's going on back there? Can you see anything?
No, I can't see a thing.
You know, I really don't appreciate Mom and Aunt Carol kicking me out of my own DJ booth to fight.
Hey, just be happy that Mom is finally standing up for herself.
Yeah, but I'm a little bit concerned that it could turn into yelling soon.
Mom would never yell at a funeral, and I don't think Carol would either. Whispered menace is more her style.
And saying really mean, nasty, cruel stuff.
This is starting to get awkward. The place is full, and they're starting to catch on that they are arguing back there.
Holy crap, you know what I just realized?
What?
My headset. They're already mic'd up.
So what?
So if I turn on the channel, I can listen in.
Well, okay, go ahead. Well, what are they saying?
Hold up, I'm trying to listen.
Okay, sorry.
Oh my god.
What? What is it?
Carol is totally going off on Mom. Nasty stuff.
What's she saying?
Lots of F-bombs, that's for sure. Talking a lot of crap about Grandma.
A lot of crap about Grandma?
All transparent lies. God, what a you-know-what Carol is.
Alex, can't you just turn her mic on now? Pipe it into the speakers?
Yeah.
Then do it.
Holy crap, really?
Let's let everyone know who our Aunt Carol really is. Hello, dear. Oh, hey, Mom. How are you doing? Well, I'm okay, actually. I didn't think I would be, but I am. Do you think that maybe having the funeral gave you some closure? Yeah, the funeral did. Also, so did your Aunt Carol being humiliated in front of all our friends and family. Yeah, I wonder how far she ended up running away. Oh, she only got about half a block down the road before she crapped her pants. Yikes. Yeah, your cousin Cormac found her sitting on the curb crying. A little tiny part of me feels bad for her. Yes, well, that's being human. I'm trying to suppress it in Carol's case. Now, honey, treat others as you would like to be treated. I think that ship has sailed, Mom. Nonsense. Hey, so whatever happened, though, with the embalming and all that? That? Oh, she was never embalmed, of course not. Was there a viewing? No, but I just didn't know if there would be enough time there to change it. Oh, I just bribed the funeral director. You what? Well, I told you I was putting my foot down. I didn't tell you how I would do it. Wow, Mom, I had no idea. You and your brother think I'm such a pushover. I'm not a pushover. I'm just devious. I play the long game. Well, I guess so. It's something your grandmother taught me long ago. Well, I guess now you're passing it on to me. Well, bro, I guess you saved the day.
No, you saved the day. It was your idea to turn up Carol's microphone, remember?
Yeah, but if you weren't such an audiophile and insisted on using your own gear for the funeral.
Well, I knew my hobby would come in handy someday.
So, did you hear what happened to Aunt Carol?
Back in the hospital?
Yeah.
It's, not for the X-Lax again, is it? Because I don't want to get sued.
No, the cousins are saying exhaustion.
Is it possible that we drove Aunt Carol insane?
Well, she didn't have that far to go.
In fact, I think it was the next exit.
Do you think Grandma would have been proud of us, Alex?
No, but she would have thought it was damn funny.
Aunt Carol got out of the hospital and eventually made a recovery of some sort, as much as someone like her can. She made a dramatic showing of cutting her sister and family out of her life, but it went over like a lead balloon. No one cared, and they didn't even respond to the texts. It's been a year since Grandma's passing, and they miss her every day, but the memories of her crazy funeral will live on in infamy.